Hey there guys, it's Red Steel Live here, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. Last episode we were working on a giant iron smelting steel factory, which is behind me, and I've continued that for a little bit. I've spent a good solid hour, maybe two, visually improving it and setting up wiring and a bit of belt work. And now we have a giant, oh yes, and I placed a couple of walkways as well. Oh, whoops. Should remember that I had stood on the resource sink, on the antenna over there. Sorry about that. So yeah, I've closed up this giant monstrosity of a thing, and I've laid out all of the wiring. As you can see, I've still got to connect up all of the belt work in here, but I thought, hell, it's time for a new episode. This stuff I can do outside of a stream, and if I do it all at the same time, I'm gonna go nuts, because this is a lot of repetition. As you can see, it's all closed, the floor up above is in, and I've put in a bit of belt work, and I've changed the belt work from on the outside here for the output. Whereas earlier, this one here, which is the only one that's actually functional, we had go all the way up and then outside, and had the belt going along of the outside of it. Came out around about there or something, and then went over there and around, and was just sitting there. I've now changed it up to being belts inside here. I'll just jump onto this and show you. So every one of them goes up and then goes into these, and at the end of the road we have 6 belts of iron ingots, giving us 270 ingots a minute each, which comes to, I have no idea how much, but a lot. What's going on with the color? Oh. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it gives us 270 each. So that comes to, what's 6 times 7, 42. So that gives us 1620 ingots a minute if this whole thing was operational. Which it isn't right now, but you know, things change. We can easily change that up to be operational. And this comes to, what was it again? 6 times 9. So this 54 smelters in here. Each row taking 270 ingots, producing 270 iron, producing 270 ingots down the end there. And what I've also done is I've set up a couple of belts. As you can see, this patchwork of a belt thing around here, it's gotten slightly worse. I've added in that assembler, and they take, that one there takes the modular frames from all the way around there, and then I think that's stuff over there making the modular frames. And there's the cables coming in for the other assembler, the one at the rear, and these two make these project assembly things. I added them in at the end of what I was doing, so as you can see, they've been there for a while. I don't know how much they produce actually. What's this one do? 2.5 a minute. That's 25 minutes right there, and that's, I don't know, another 30 odd things, comes to 10 minutes. Yeah, so this has been going, the last one has been going for like 35 minutes. This one has been going, I don't know, so long. You can count that out. It's 2.5 production on that one as well. Now, there was something I wanted to try, and I mentioned it last episode, because we had a shit ton of minutes, shit ton per minute coming into that sink from this. As you can see, this has been going for a fair amount of time as well. Let's have a quick look, see how much is this? 5 a minute. So I wanted to do a wee test to see how far we can crank it up as it is, because we need a lot, right? We need a lot of things to progress to the next stage, and for that we actually just need to wait on this. That needs to reach 500. This one needs to reach 500. This one, oh yes, I also put in a belt to bring us steel beams. There it is. There it goes. Yeah, it's the top one, and it goes all the way to the steel plant, all the way there. I had to run back and forth 3-4 times, then I got sick of it, so I was like, you know what? This has waited long enough. And oh yes, the status, yeah, they're being used for that one. And where's the other one? This one. This one's making the smart plating. We have more than 500. So I wanted to do a test and remove everything that's over 500 and slam that into the sink and see what it does with the amount of, what's it called anyway, like the points per minute? Points until next coupon? Yeah, points per minute. See what that does when we slam a whole lot of those iron plates in there. Smart plates. Yeah. And follow that up with a bunch of a solid, at least a solid minute worth of AI limiters and see what happens. Because I think this line, like this change in the line, is per minute, as it, you know, it says there per minute. So I think that's a whole minute worth. And I want to have a look at that this episode, see what these at least the smart plates and the AI limiters do per minute. And as we now have at least one belt up there, I think it's the bottom right one. Yeah, that one's got the ingot sticking out right there. I wanted to see what that does, what we can do actually with it to replace a lot of this stuff here. Because all of this here is doing pretty much the same as the entire floor, especially the floor down below here. It's just a lot of smelters. And I wanted to see if we can get the, for example, the screw production a bit more optimized, because that's using, the screws are being, oh no, bugger, being made out of plates, iron ingots gone into, iron rods gone into screws. And we have that recipe to make screws from iron ingots. So the couple that I'm standing on right here, we could take out and immediately make screws. And then that entire row, like this one, at least we should be able to replace pretty much all of it. And that frees up more miners to provide our ore for that factory providing ingots. So I wanted to see if we could get a bit of an optimized solution out of that. And you know, it doesn't need to be functional, I could hook up any belt work afterwards. But if we could get a nice solid design of manufacturing going, oh look at that, that is not pretty. Yeah, that would be very nice. So pretty much comes down to that gets removed, and what are we going to do with it instead? That's what this episode is, replacing that to being something functional that we can properly use. Maybe it just produces one thing. Maybe it's because we have 270 coming out, right? 270 ingots. So maybe we just replace a whole section to just produce plates. I would be fine with that, because then you have a dedicated sub-modular factory which you could technically, possibly, theoretically expand to be bigger, to produce more per minute if necessary. That I would be fine with that. And maybe we don't even need to replace that area, and we'll just do it next to it or opposite it. You know, up there. Well, not up there, because that's the mountain is higher than the floor. But you know, you get the drift. Maybe up on top of that. Second floor. That's an idea. That's actually not even a bad idea. I'm actually favoring that idea. Huh. But first things first. Let's dump some stuff. Can we just dump all of it at once? No, that's too bad. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get rid of the one, because that just sucks. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's enough. That's enough space. We can live with that. Let's grab a lot of these. That's too many. We need at least 1 minute, right? So that's with the 270 belt. That's 270. So I don't even know what we're going to be using a lot of these for now. So let's just grab all of this. Leave 200 just in case we need to craft something. And let's cancel that. That can just overflow for a while, that's fine. We'll just wait for that. Oh, it's already empty, of course. And we'll just wait for this to drop to 0. I think it's going to drop to 0 because I don't think we had any other sinks. Yes, we have another sink somewhere. How much is that giving us? 20... 28? Looks like 28. 24 to 28. Let's say 25. That makes it easier. We're getting 25. Oh, there's a copper sheets from all the way there. Yeah, let's try this. We want at least a solid minute of this, right? So that just went down, which is fine. So that just leaves the copper sheets. And now what's it going to go up to? It's 25 a minute of the other, or 25 a second of the other one, really. So that's, I'm just going to quickly count that up. Get the old calculator. 60 times 25, 1500. So we have to deduct 1500 a minute. They look pretty now, though. I mean, don't want to grab one just yet. Much better than the design still in the picture. Right, what's it done so far? Nothing. Good. That means it's counting up towards a full minute. Well, it would have been nicer to have it be a full minute immediately. Seriously? The iCrush 500. Oh. That's pretty funny. What's it up to? Oh. 220,000 a minute. Wow. That's a lot. That's a serious amount. How much we got left? Ah, oh, good chunk. Good, good, good. I wonder if that goes even higher. That will mean that if you get a production of 270 AI limiters a minute being produced. I mean, that's a lot. How much is that? It's like 5 a minute being produced by an assembler. So you would need what's that divided by 5? 50? 54. 54 assemblers. Alright, so what's it gone up to? 249,000. 250,000 really. Minus those 1500. Gee, that's a lot. Oh, it's done. But the second tick was a full minute. That's good. That was just in time too. So 250,000 a minute. Jeez, that's a lot. But 270. So you need 54. 54 of these assemblers, right? Because they make 5. I'm just going to check just to have the mind warp around that. Yeah. So it's 5 a minute, and look at how much resources that takes. So you need 54 times 100 quick wire. That's so much quick wire. And times 25 for that, so that's a quarter of that. But still, how much is that? Like, I'm just going to quickly do. Sorry, 54 times 25. You need 1,350 copper sheets a minute. 1,350. I mean, they're produced 30 at a time, 30 a minute. So you'd need 45 constructors making those. And off the top of my head, they required something else, right? Required wire or something? I can't recall. I'm just gonna have a quick check. Like sheets coming out. No, they just take ingots. But they take 20 ingots for two copper ingots. For 10 of these. So you need 45. No, they're produced by 10 a minute. So to support that, you'd need 135 constructors making sheets. That's mind-boggling. You'd need half of that for the smelters. So that's about 62 and a half. 135? I'm saying that wrong. 67 and a half. 67 and a half smelters. And that's just the copper. I mean, jeez, because that what's it called again? Deuterium wire. That's not that much of a problem. That's 5,400 a minute of that of the wire, and that's produced. No, I'm not going to run all the way over there. That's produced much faster, like 60 a minute per constructor. Yeah, because they changed that. 60 a minute per constructor, which takes 5 Deuterium ingots a minute. Am I saying this right? I think I am. Because that was boosted a lot. So yeah, so we know that one, and we need 50 of this for the for the thingy, for the project assembly. One row is 400, so we need there. So yeah. That's 50. Let's go. Nope. Yes. Cancel that. Alright. Let's wait for a tick. And I'll dump that and see what that does. People are going to call it a waste, but this is science. This went all the way up to like 249,000. We're going to see the comparable scale even. That's cool. Alright, so oh, there it is. There it is. Alright. Wait. I'm just going to open a clock. Alright. We're going to wait a little bit. We can have a look at a bit of research. What do we still need to research? Have a quick gander. Can't do that. Don't have those. Don't have that. Don't have the organs. Don't have plastic. Can't get there yet. Can we actually do this? No. Done that one. Parachutes. We could have a look at that. Why is this locked? Oh, we just need those. Here. Grab one. There we go. Alright, let's I'm gonna dump it all in now. Let's see. Alright, so we should I'm gonna quickly check my clock. Yeah, we're nearly at the next tick. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Excellent. Oh, this is also giving off a lot. That's like 2,000 a tick. It's gonna be lower than the AI limiters, I think. I mean, it's going fast. It's going real fast. Oh man, like 2,500, 2,600. Yeah, 2,600 per tick. Ish. Not too precisely. I wonder what that comes to. That's. I mean, look at the coupons that have gone up. I mean, when I started before this episode by getting this episode ready to go, I get that factory up top. I had 1. This is going way too fast. I love it. Like 10 seconds to go. All right, we have another about 10 seconds. Oh. This was a full minute. That's disappointing. Because the AI limiters, they're so much cheaper to make. And they produce so much more. Because these things are made at like 2.5 a minute or something rather. Extremely slow. The AI limiters, they're coming out at 5 a minute. Maybe we'll get another minute out of this. I doubt it though, because maybe we will. About 20 seconds to go for the next end of minute. But there should be flat horizontal line. Alright. Oh yeah, see, there we go. So 250,000 a minute for the let's print these, why not? No, let's screw it, let's wait. 250,000 a minute for the AI limiters, which are much cheaper than these smart plates. And I do mean a lot. I mean, the smart plates, where were they? It's like the first one, right? This one. Yeah. They require reinforced and rotors. So, you know, they're not the most expensive of items, but 2 a minute. 2. It's insanely slow. By comparison, these should be fast. Like, this should be... I don't know, let's grab another one. Why not? This is using steel pipes. That should be... I forgot to check the clock. Ooh, that might have just been in time. I don't know, how many did I check in? It was good for a few minutes. And actually, get rid of that one. Alright, so 250,000 for AI limiters. We'll see how much status make. Yeah, this one. Quick look here. Was it here? Yeah. Let's research that. Nutritional mixture is complete. Please choose a new node. Okay. That's expensive. We can do it though. This is expensive. Didn't we already have this? Didn't we already get that elsewhere? Yeah, it's right here. Additional inhaler. Hey. So if we were to get it using these, let's check this first. Oh, that's a tiny tick. Oh, this is disappointing actually. I thought that with the steel that this would tick up more. Let's check the time real quick. On the minute right now, so about 30 seconds to go. That 250,000's right there. AI limiters, man, way to go. Smart plating. It's not really impressive. Oh, it's going. Oh, it's gone up. Right. So this is going to be the flat out full minute. So this is 66,000 for status. So that's. It's not really that good, but it's not bad because they're, you know, they require just steel pipes, so they aren't that expensive to make. And once we have a solid production of these lined up, we'll check this as well. But this is going to take a while because these have recently started, and this one as well. Combining it with that to get these, we'll see. It's 2.5 a minute. It's not that much. This is going faster, I think. How much is that a minute? 5 a minute. Could overclock it, I think. Because that takes 2.5 of those. I think we're making 5 of those a minute, and the belt. That's the word. I think we're making 90 a minute, but we have a whole belt and a whole storage container full. So I think theoretically we could just overclock that thing. Let's grab ourselves a power shard. 2? Overclock it by 100%? No, let's grab just the 1. And oh, let's grab 2 of these. No. 4. I want 2 of these. We need 10 nuts. Do I have nuts there? No. Need a couple of nuts. Should we go hunt for some nuts? No, let's overclock that one thing so we can get next assembly thing faster. I'm hoping. I'm not sure if they actually will reach it this episode. I don't think we will, because 375 minute. Let's overclock it again. I'm just gonna do it. Screw it. Let's deplete the cable production. It's fine. I actually have a lot of tickets available. That one. There we go. Gobbles up power now. How are we doing for power, actually? Oh, we're good. So 5 a minute of these, so that's going to take 100 minutes in total. It's been going for a while. How much are we up to? So we need another 450 odds. That's another 90 minutes. Yeah, that's not going to be this episode. Sorry, guys. It will be next episode, because after this episode I'll do some more cleanup again. Maybe finish up design. And we're gonna have a... Do we really want to have a quick wander around for bear nuts, I mean? Can have a quick look-see up here, see if we can find some. Excuse me, what? You know, if you're gonna respawn the animals, Coffee Stain, do respawn the berries as well, please. They've updated the graphics on this. Looks better now. That stupid turd thing still there. Alright, but no berries here. I don't think there were berries in this hole here. No, shit. If you're gonna respawn every time. Am I hearing more? Yikes, where am I hearing this? I'm hearing more. Are they up there? Might be. Alright, this cave used to be a safe cave, guys. Yikes. If that's going to respawn... There it is. Where did it... These are going to respawn. That gives us organs to harvest. Alright, so that is actually a tiny positive, even though they're spiders and they suck. They're disgusting. Yikes. Oh. Hey, Hecaterium. Limestone. Doesn't look like limestone. Oh god, where? Come on then. One at a time. Oh dear. Hey, what? Please stay dead. Did we actually... Yeah, we got that one. I don't think there were berries up there, right? Hello there. Sounds much closer though. It's the one underneath. Oh, there's one there. Don't need those. I think I might have left berries around, nuts. I mean, around here someplace. Oh. No, alright. Screw it. Could have a look up there. I think there's another slug up there still. Don't think I've ever gone up to get it. Let's quickly check it out. No. I think I might have gotten it at some point, or maybe it's up there. I don't think you can get up there without a jetpack. Oh, hello. Alright. So let's leave that. On the plus side, we've got some more organs. So we could, I think, have enough organs. Yeah, we do. Where's the other ones? Those can go away. Nutrients we can get. No, we can't get it there. But we can get it here. Oh no, that requires 100 modular frames. Yeah, how about we don't get it from here? Ha! Let's get this instead. Yeah. Wow. That is extremely expensive. Alright, so that's going. And let's go and figure out how to use 270 ingots a minute. And first things first, we're going to need a bit of calculations. Well, not really that much. This is all pretty basic stuff still, so that's all good. Because this takes... well, that just creates iron ingots, so that's no problem. This creates rods. Let's just not create rods. And this creates... how much does it actually take? Put it on that. 12.5 ingots a minute. That's bugger all. 12.5 ingots a minute to make 60 screws. Alright, so each ingot makes 4 screws. Am I saying this right? 5 screws. This calculation is already screwing me over. What? 50 a minute. Oh, right, no. So there's 4 screws because, yeah. 1 makes 4, so that's 40, and then 2.5 times 4 is 10. Yeah. Alright. I was thinking 60 for some reason. But it does save the step of making iron rods. So if we take out making iron rods from that, we do have a different problem, which is then we're no longer making iron rods. So iron rods don't actually take a lot either, do they? So iron rods is this one that takes 15, right? Yeah, so 15 makes 15. So if we get I really shouldn't. If we get just that whole belt to make rods, so we get 270 rods a minute. I mean, we're set for a long, long time doing that. Yeah, because the biggest problem is I don't want to be making things I don't really need. Then again, I don't want to be having to handcraft rods because I need rods. And you need them for the littlest things, like making these poles and power poles and these poles. And actually you need them for a lot of transport things. So we need them, which means we might as well have an overflow of production of them and just slam the overflow of the whole totalness of it into the grinder. Because why not? Want to get rid of it anyway, because we don't need the overflow. We want to be using our stuff instead of having it sit around like most of this area is. So we might as well. But okay, then the question arises: where are we going to produce? Because that platform was 15 by 15. Because we could make it a 12 by 12ish, or 12 wide, and however much we need. For example, on that side, a thought just occurred to me while looking back and forth there. It might actually. So I'm currently oh god, I should have gone up there. You up. Because currently he's sort of busy making this platform, right? And what's going to happen is that if this is all producing, then we have all of the production coming out there. Alright, so if we want to have the production there used on that side, then it would be beneficial if the floors were jagged. So this floor would not continue there. Instead, the floor would be there. Because that way we could have that crossing straight. Then again, if it crosses straight, then we could have the floor here, and then we'd already have that at height that we need. Like so. No, actually, it's better this way. Yeah, because that's already at the height. If it just crosses. Okay, let's keep it simple. All right. Freaked out for a second. I thought those plates were like little spiders going across the belts. What the hell? With the sun coming through them underneath. Eh. All right. Look away, nasty buggers. And we also still need to have a look at the hub. If we can place the hub in here somewhere, maybe a pedestal or something cool, maybe next to that thing. At some point. So, floor space, right? 15 a minute. I'm already doing a couple of calculations in my head. It's going to be 18. So, 18, right? I mean, 18 is not a lot of constructors. It may seem like a lot, but 18 is not going to fill up this floor. At all. Because this floor is spaced out for 9 abreast and 6 deep, and being fair amount of spacing in between. So just 18 constructors is not going to fill up this floor. So I'm thinking it's a bit of a waste of space to construct here. But it's going to be 18, right? So I'm also thinking, because I don't think we're going to need that many. Yo, what's going on? What kind of... Oh, this is tier 3. I'm also thinking we could have an additional floor up here, so we'd need to heighten this off. I think it's already the same height. Yes, it is. Could close up this floor. How much we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's actually pretty perfect, because we'd have tile on each side, and we could have 6 abreast and 3 deep, and have it crooked on a 90-degree angle, going producing from here to there, instead of outward from there to there. I would use this space efficiently while it's in between these two little mountains in this little dip right here. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's do that. We're gonna do that. Let's do that. First things first, make a bit of floor space. We're gonna need a bit more concrete. Good thing we're close to home. Nope, not that one. Let's go grab some concrete. It's like somebody left it there for us on purpose. Look at that. Let's go a bit more though. There we go. Actually, since we can't get that thing checked out, get rid of that. Definitely that. Wow, jeez, no, don't actually store a screw. That's just not okay. Alright. Actually, I've been playing for 4 hours, mate. But that's alright. Don't judge. Could have grabbed that concrete as well. That hasn't been used in an age. Should probably combine the two and have a bigger floor. Oh man, could have saved myself the trouble going up here straight away. Alright, there we go. Hey there, bud. You're weird. No, no. So, now we need to place a bunch of constructors, and they need to be spaced a little bit forward, I think. So we have a little bit of room here for belt work. Ooh, I'm not sure if it's going to fit though, so let's keep it tight. And because it's 270, right? It's precisely 270. we can support every single constructor 100% production. I'm gonna use an overflow method, which is going to be split only amongst each row. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I have a bit more space than I thought. So we're gonna have, let's line them up, right? Let's line them up. This is pretty tight, though. Do I want it this tight? Or do I want to go? Let's go one deeper. The amount of dirty jokes in everything I'm saying, I keep realizing it just a bit too late. So let's have this one merge over that way. We're gonna have a splitter going in from here, and then we'll have a splitter going in there, so we can have a constructor lining up there, which means that we'll have a splitter, sorry, a merger there, yeah, splitter there, and a merger and a constructor there. Leaving it on the merger. And it's actually leaving a lot of space. Gives us the opportunity to expand it with tier 4 belts at some point, which is good. Yes, I am actually liking this. It is nice and tight. Let's keep this flow going for a while. God, that's now, we could also, if need be, and necessity arises, change these lanes over to be 9 deep instead of 6 wide, I mean. This is going the right way, right? Yeah, it's going to the left. Alright. This is a really tight setup, though. Good thing that we don't need to merge both belts on both sides. That's very positive. Alright. Yes. 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 And obviously, we're gonna do the same design in this area as we have on the other area. So everything's gonna be top fed, and I did, didn't I? I did. The idiocy is real. Placed all of them the wrong way around. Oh, forgot the patchwork there. So merger needs to go out that way. Hang on. Did I just not say that? Oh, I did line up, yeah. Nope. Nope. Too soon. Let's not fall off. Falling off is still very annoying, as we have. So we currently still have pretty much nothing set up for traversing up and down. I mean, I've got that set up because I wanted to, and I wanted to try and give it a shot and have a look-see as to how to set up the going up and going down. And I haven't told you yet, actually. I will. Might finish that off in between episodes. whatever we don't get finished. So I'm gonna have the conveyor, jeez, these ramps. This side here is gonna be for going down, really. And it's not really down, and depending on where you are. If you're downstairs, this is gonna be the up-down side from there, and this is gonna be there. So this one's gonna go this way all the time, and this one's gonna go that way all the time. So if we were to have something on this floor here that needed to go up from this floor, then it would have to be here. Where you need to go down, do you need to go down from this floor? It would have to be on this lane. So probably here. Not sure yet. But that's gonna rise quickly, I think. So yeah, coming back to this, allows me to spot another issue. We're opposite that wall, and we're gonna have the belt that we need there. But we could, yes we could. We're gonna need to do this anyway. No, not there. Not there either. One, two, three, 4. So that's our belt, right? And we're gonna need to feed. Well, we want it fed there actually, because why would we feed it here? That's silly. Get rid of that. That's silly. We want to feed it into there. Get rid of that. There's no use anyway. Give us one of those. Alright, so if we have this, considering more stuff, is that going to line up nicely? It is, isn't it? It is. Let's make sure it does. No, not there, you doofus. Get extended over. Here? Yes. 1, 2, 3. That one. There we go. So let's get belt in there. Middle one, because we have that thing over there. So middle one, does it line up? Please line up. Thank you. That works. That's very good. So then want that to continue. It's looking like a giant archway, which is pretty nice. This is the feeder, so we're gonna want a splitter. Let's can we do this nicely? No, we cannot. We can do this here. Yes, like so. Then we can have this. Can't judge the height properly from there, so let's go up and out a bit. Let's have that, I think it's this height. And logistics, mount conveyor. Oh, this is precisely on the middle here. I like it. That means it's not going to be there. It's going to have to go 2 ticks over, I think. And I think it's there. No, it's going to have to be lower, isn't it? Because we need to get that to go there. Yeah, that looks level. That actually looks level. And if we have that going in there, is that 90 degrees and level? I think it is. I am thinking it is, guys. Could this be like a first try win? Oh, is that level? It is level, isn't it? Oh no. This is all level. That's fantastic. It actually is fantastic. Alright, then we get this to go. See, we can't do that. That's fine, because we can go all the way there. And then we have that go in there. That should fill up nicely. Then we have this go all the way here, like there, to back. So that's there. That lines up nicely. It's nicely 90 degrees. Alright, so now we have the entry of the supply sorted. Let's make sure that we have that sorted as well, so have the supply line itself hooked up. Ooh. Well, tiny boo-boo, but nothing we can't handle. Because we have that a level lower than we have it going in. So that's fine. That's fine. And it's coming in here. It needs to be in the middle one. So we're gonna have to... Oh boy. This is a bit of a pickle, isn't it? It's gonna be... Is that the middle? It is the middle. So... 1... 2... Is that gonna line up? No, it's not. It has to go down 1. And that's the middle. So let's go over 1. So I'm thinking... 1 will do. Thinking there. Is that 6 tiles? I think it's more than 6 tiles, isn't it? Let's see. Oh yes. Definitely doesn't fit. Let's just guess there. This one? No. Crap, where did it come in? There, this one. Alright, good to go. Quickest way back up. This thing, I think. Get up. Definitely need to start sorting the vertical traversal. So I've taken to calling it. Let's get this thing going though. So we have that going there. We have that going there. That looks to me like it's alright. Let's get that sorted. Ah, it's precisely in the middle. We should have that, and then this should line. Dudes. Is that actually straight line though? Because I will move it over 1 because we're not, you know, in the major process yet. Get rid of that for a sec. I'm liking this. So it's already here. Look at that. It's already attempting to supply, which it can't, but that's fine. So now really just rests one thing left to do, because this one line is going to supply all of these constructors. Oh god, I didn't actually do this yet. Oh, I have to do all of this as well, like click all of those up. Alright, I'll do that after. So now we just need to do a similar technique with the merging on the other side. However, we can do that a bit smarter. So let's grab this, and we're gonna want to exit on this side. So out 2, I think that's it, and then that goes in there and should line up. Yes, it does. Have that one go in. Have that go in there, and this one we're gonna go over and across to return. And we're gonna do that at a height we need, which is gonna be 4 high. So let's set that up. Grab those. Those on the inside. Yes. 3, 4. Let's line that up. Get that out there. And I'm doing this right now because I'm too lazy to kind of figure out what I need when it comes to the height. Don't want to guess. So this is just going to thunk there and then line up there. And now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, right? And it's only a little bit, and not too much, because I don't think this is going to fit, right? No, it's not allowed to. Yeah, because this is longer than 6. So we can't have that go all the way into that wall in one go. It just will say access denied. Oh crap, I don't want to go off. I want to stay on top of that. I want to stay on top of this. There we go. So it's going to have to be in between here. So let's get rid of that and that. Actually, let's get rid of those two as well. And actually, let's get rid of this. Hoping this fits. Is it allowed to fit on that side? No, it's not. Ah, balls. Now, I can't be arsed replacing that wiring, so let's do that, and that, and that. Can I get up here? No, balls. That. Is this allowed up there? No, it's not. Can do this though. There, there. And now we're allowed to go up. Should be able to. Oh, balls. Might have just been faster to do this the right way. Is this the top? I think it is. Right. So it's going to come out above this, and what we want to do is actually I want that one. Thank you. Yes. And then I want that to line up. Oh, there we go. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And this, can we? It would actually be nice if we could click and replace these as well. Like, if you have like the wall, same with the power poles. If you have that wall, just click center, like the center of this. If you aim there and click, it just replaces like it is now. For example, just replace the one above. Yeah, that'd be nice. Anyway, back to reality, where it's not all that. So it's that one. So we get rid of that one. There we go. That is perfectly crap, because there's already a belt there. No. Hang on. If there's a belt there, then that belt actually does not line up properly. No, that belt has to be lowered. Oh man, that must mean it's not vertical either. This one must be going down. Oh, it actually is. See, there's a little nick there. It's crooked. Oh no. That is a disaster of aesthetic proportions. Alright. Guys, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to be continuing on doing this for a little bit. So if you liked what you saw and want to see more, do subscribe. And if you want to be notified the moment it comes out, hit that notification bell. I don't know if I get notified that you want to be notified, but in any case, you will get a notification. And yeah, I hope to have you watching the next episode. I'm in between this episode and that episode. I'm going to hook up this. I won't think I'll power it up just yet. I'll have that be a moment between the two of us, you and me, where I show you the hooking up part and this whole thing activating. And that is just a thing. Let's do that. So thank you for watching, and do watch the next one. And bye bye.